Disclaimer. I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the picture shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. In the beginning of the episode, Kim says to you, "Be careful. That monster has the ability to control minds." We see that even after Kim's warning about Phoenix mind control ability, ahyoung couldn't resist the Phoenix's mind control, and she attacks. We see that Kim is very worried of ahyoung because currently Phoenix have her mind under its control. Kim says, "What the hell kind of veteran player are you? She would be no damn help to me at all." We see that the ahyoung, without listening to Kim's words, is attacking Kim with her punches and kicks. We see Kim barely escaping her attacks and dodging them. We see Kim using his King Knight spirit skill in distress, hope that to finally manage stopping her attacks and controlling her strength as much as he can, Kim activates it and make ahyoung hit the ground hard and break the floor under her feet. And by that, Kim says, "ahyoung, come back to your senses. If we keep fighting each other like this..." But we see that Kim's eyes got widened and he gets shocked by seeing what is in front of him. ahyoung was preparing a very powerful green energy ball in his hand and fires it with massive power at Kim. And by hitting the target, it creates huge havoc and destroys what was in its path. We see that blue-flamed Phoenix flying, and seeing all of this from above, Phoenix that was seeing this destruction caused by fight between Kim and Yu, laughs and says, "As always, humans are foolish creatures." We see ahyoung standing and looking at what she has done, but suddenly ahyoung hears something and notices something strange. She sees something under her feet is trying to come out. You see chains are tied to her feet. And paralysis skill is also being used on chains, and it is affecting her. We suddenly see many chains barking ground under feet of ahyoung, and coming out of it and catching ahyoung very quickly and tie her. We see that even after using her strength, ahyoung is not able to break those chains. We then see Kim standing up in the smoke and saying, "The culprit who annihilated the Nightwalker Guild's raid squad before my regression. Now I know who it was." We see Kim using stone skill make a huge stone hammer, and by adding paralysis skill to it, want to defeat ahyoung. ahyoung couldn't do anything against it, and Kim says, ahyoung, this might hurt, but hang in there." We see Kim attacking Yu with great strength and power. Yu coughs up blood from her mouth, and after enduring so much strength and massive power, ahyoung falls on the ground and lying unconscious to the ground. After defeating ahyoung, Kim says, "The chain and paralysis won't work for long, so she really needs to get back to her senses by the time she wakes up. The chains and paralysis with which you cannot remain unconscious for long. I'm afraid that in the time it takes you to wake up, will I be able to kill this Phoenix and finish everything before you wake up or not? Well, maybe. That doesn't really matter as long as I eliminate it before she wakes up." We see Blue Flam Phoenix that was standing in front of Kim and observing him. Phoenix laughs at Kim and saying, "Did you enjoy the game I prepared?" By hearing it now, Kim activates his stone skill and a red aura covers his body and says to Phoenix that, "Trying to play with humans? Are you a damn chicken? You're dead now." Kim grabs ahyoung and puts her in his back, and with his chain skill ties her to his back, and by doing that starts running in the dungeon. Kim for a moment looks at his back and sees that Phoenix has been started. His attacks, Phoenix by its attacks makes blue-flamed explosion all over the dungeon. Phoenix laughs and says to Kim, "What are you doing, human? Come on, show me what you got." Suddenly out of nowhere, Kim jumps onto the air and appears in front of Phoenix. By seeing him, Phoenix surprises. It doesn't know what is going on with Kim. But Kim has a plan. He, by using his chain skill, wants to create a weapon. He binds his dagger with his chains and makes weapon like kunai rope dart. Kim, by using this weapon, attacks Phoenix. He swings the weapon in the air and strikes one of its wings. But in other hand, Kim's attack didn't do much to Phoenix. Phoenix says, truly a breezy attack. However, I am fire itself. Slashing me over and over will only flare up and rage the flames even more. In the end, a mere lowly human like you could never win against me." Kim attacks Phoenix with his weapon over and over again, but his attacks couldn't harm Phoenix. But this attack made Phoenix stronger even more. Phoenix became bigger than before. And by seeing this, Kim's eyes gets widened because now his opponent has upper hand in this battle, and none of his attacks worked against it. We see Phoenix opens its mouth and prepares a big powerful blue flame ball in its mouth and fires it directly at Kim. Its attack hits the ground and makes huge explosion in dungeon, and we see that wherever its attack lands, the stones there start melting. We see Kim Tae-young, who has escaped the attack by going to a corner and climbing to cliff and grabbing it by his chain skill and thinking that, even for a phoenix, that level of regeneration ability is ridiculous. Giantification on top of that. There's no way this is a normal phoenix. Could it be a grand phoenix? Mutant organisms possessing powers beyond the class of regular monsters. To distinguish them from other monsters, the title Grand, and a plus is added to their basic rank. If that monster is seriously a grand phoenix, there's no way for me to crush its regenerative abilities with my current skills. The only way I stand a chance against it is predation. But there's a chance it might go berserk like the last time, so I can't use it unless it's the deciding blow. But the truth is, I have no chances of winning without predation. What do I do? Suddenly, the ahyoung that was tied up onto Kim's back wakes up and starts shouting and says, "Huh? Why am I tied up? On top of that, it hurts. And why is that thing so huge now? It wasn't a normal phoenix?" We see Kim angrily shouting, "For God's sake, please stay still!" We see that Yu is not listening to Kim's words and says, "Kim Tae-young, you did this, didn't you? Untie me right now!" Kim does not listen to her words and says, "Why would I untie someone whose mind took seconds to lose control?" She replies that, "The phoenix just got me while my guard was down. Wait, I was under its control?" And Kim replies, "See, you don't even remember." Yu promises Kim that this time she won't be fall for Phoenix's mind control, so Kim has to untie him right now. Suddenly the Phoenix attacks and both of them are shocked. Attack is coming, and both of them are not still moved yet. We see that as the attack hits and makes a huge explosion, and blue-flamed Phoenix laughs and says, "How dare you be distracted when I am in front of you?" Phoenix looks very angrily at them and says, "Know your damn place." Kim with his chained-up kunai rope dart and Yu Ah-young with her powerful fist, they are repeatedly attacking the Phoenix. We see Kim saying, "Don't fall for it this time at any cost." And we see Yu Ah-young saying, "Come on, geez, what a worrywart, I won't fall for it." We see the Phoenix screaming in pain and saying, "How dare you, you lowly cockroaches! Your attacks, do you still not get that they're pointless?" Kim saying, "I'll take the lead." Kim activates Monarch's heart skill and Kim's members' stats have increases. Yu Ah-young activates his power and she is shaping something in her hands and says to Kim, "No, this time I will go first." And we see power in her hands is taking a unique shape, and it seems that it is taking shape of a weapon. And in next scene, its power's transformation is completed. It's taken shape of a spear that its point is glowing with green aura. Yu Ah-young swings her spear at one of Phoenix's wings, and by her attack, she releases a powerful green-colored slash. And by this attack, Phoenix gets big damage. And we see the blue Phoenix shocked by seeing that thing. Not just the Phoenix, but also Kim is surprised by seeing that this much power that comes from Yu Ah-young. Her hair is turning green, and that spear in her hand has a lot of green-colored power and energy coming out of it. Yu says, "Leave it to me." She is so confident that she can defeat Phoenix because she has been activated Amazon Spirit with S rank, and this skill, it's her Berserk mode. And here, this chapter ends. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name in the comments section. And if you want to know that what happened in previous chapters, you can watch them in this channel. Stay tuned for next chapter.